because you win a fight, you're on top of the world, you're gassed up, you can't help but feel that way. You must have felt like the world champion.
Of course, I mean, and we can't forget, like, he didn't beat a world champion, he beat this dosser. Do you know what I mean? Like,
don't put yourself down, lad.
Nah, but you know what I mean? It's not exactly like, it's nothing extraordinary. But
you yourself would admit, you think Logan Paul is going to be a harder task for him.
Oh, 100%. Like, I look at it like this. Like, if someone said, right, Joe, you've either got to fight or spar JJ or spar Logan, like, I would feel a lot more happier sparring JJ. I don't want to go near Logan, personally.
Is it better the devil you know, though, for you?
No, I'm saying before. I mean, I just see, the way I see Logan, the aggression, the power, he is a fighter through and through. Before this YouTube thing, that's what would intimidate me. Do you know?
I remember some of the first Logan videos I seen where he'd had confrontations with people in the street.
Yeah.
And guys getting out of wrestler and
straight from the horse's mouth.
He comes grinding. Like that wrestling background is day to day, going one-on-one. You just can't get that in a couple of months, that experience that he's going to have. And even though it's a different sport, that must help him in this situation.
And throughout the night, as you anyway, but the top of the card tonight is going to be kicking off in just a couple of minutes. Jizzy Jeremy versus Halal Ham, or Call Me Ham.
Ham, I've seen some of his pictures from his boxing days.
How's he looking?
This guy...
Don't move the Harry.
I want to say this in a nice way, because he'll watch this, but he was in a really good...
You look the way you do, Joe. It's incredible.
But, I mean, some people have got more time on their hands than others, Lawrence.
Obviously so.
But, to be fair, I think that experience with Ham has got to help him. And he said his best sporting memory here, he was made captain of his school cricket team, but he couldn't play cricket. He was just from...
Do you think personality plays into the way that you box? Like, did you find your personality coming out in your boxing style?
No, and that is the issue, right? I think if these guys allow their big personalities to come through in their boxing, I think that is going to be helpful. Because for me, I feel if anything, I limited myself to, no, I've got to be a boxer. Right? I can't be like my outlandish sort of self. Yeah. No, and I feel if anything...
Loved on your videos is that crazy guy always saying what's on his mind, whereas you seem to go inward. You weren't listening to music when you went running. You were trying to keep it as like robotic as possible.
It was white noise.
No, but honestly, like retrospectively, I think all of that was a load of cobblers at the end of the day. Like, no, I don't think. I mean, it sounded cool. It sounded like that's.
We see guys who get more and more and more comfortable with who they are, basically, don't we? The big personalities there. We've got some of the stats on the screen. You guys at home can see these. Thank you very much for tuning in, by the way. I know that you had to pay in order to get a YouTube stream. That was unusual for some people. It's fantastic that you joined us tonight.
Wow, Winnie, the weight difference.
Huge.
Is that a £50 weight? £50 weight difference.
No, but genuinely, how much did the weight difference make a difference for you?
So for me, having to put on extra weight to sort of match up to JJ, I put on 5 kilos, don't know what that is in pounds, but look, it made me feel more sluggish, it made me feel slower, I didn't feel comfortable. £50, that's something else, mate. I mean, it will impact him, obviously.
But he's got the boxing advantage, so...
already, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think more than anything, it's the conditioning. Like holding your arms up, your shoulders burn. They really do burn. And if you haven't been, conditioning yourself, and your body's not ready to be in there for 3 6-minute rounds. Wait, how many rounds are they actually doing for this fight?
I think it looks like they're doing 3 rounds of 2 minutes.
3 rounds of 2 minutes.
3 or 2, which is still, we'll say, a huge challenge early on. And you'll know this from training up, Joe. You didn't just within the arena. Not everyone's taken their seat yet. Not everyone's sort of down.
You know, within a couple of hours, this will be packed.
Yeah.
18,000 sellout.
And the atmosphere slowly builds, doesn't it? And this is the very beginning of that. It's looking exciting at this point. We're about to see the first fight, which is Jizzy Jeremy versus Hal. Wow. What a light show within the arena.
All of the lights.
Now,
thoughts when you were walking out, Joe?
Soaking up the atmosphere. He'll be taking orders here. He feels that.
When that bass hits,
I feel that inside my core.
This is very good. So last time we were in the copper...
Drizzy. I mean, he looks good. He looks like, obviously, he's carrying power. Going against a much heavier guy, so he's going to need that.
Jeremy looks switched on there. He looks like he's taking this seriously.
He's looking very serious, isn't he? Yeah. That haircut is
I guarantee this is going to be interesting.
Said it. And here it is.
This kid's a character.
He's wearing a Versace chain. He doesn't mess about.
Joe, you're a fan of WWE.
Yep.
This is as close as you're going to get the whole night to that.
He's got 63,000 subscribers on YouTube, this lad. And he's coming to make a name for himself.
You've got to keep that energy when you're in the ring as well. It can't just be the ring walk that gasses you out,
you've got to be zen, mate. You've got to be zen.
Put it to this way. To be a boxer, you've got to be able to walk to the ring. Do you know what I mean?
Very different entrances. This Halal Ham, he's soaking it in. He's having a little dance.
I like his glasses.
Yeah.
I was just about to...
I like the shorts. The gold on the shorts. I like that.
No one to open the ropes for him, though. You'll notice he's a very... oh, wow. A few words in his opponent's face there.
It's all going to get very real very quickly in a minute. That's the thing. It's all a big show.
Just so you guys know. As you can see there, the chain also is removed.
I like that chain.
That's a nice chain, isn't it? Two boxers, both dressed very well this evening.
Headgear is about to go on.
How different did it feel, Joe, when you were there and you were getting ready? Do you think the garb, the stuff that you're wearing out there in the ring makes a difference, makes you feel like a big man?
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that if you feel like you're looking...
Joe, you're quite a fashionista from what I can tell. You're able to pick off all these
I'm wondering
labels.
how he afforded that with 65k subs. That's amazing.
Having a little chat.
Brian, you should try Barclays.
Genuine.
A lot of words being exchanged between the two.
Events in association with Maverick Media and OP Talent. We are set for 3, 2 advance for fight. On a stage presenting Drizzy Jeremy. And his opponent,
12 stone.
23 years of age, he weighed in officially 216 pounds even. He fights on a softball Lincolnshire present.
Referee tonight looks like a very traditional referee. Looking forward to seeing what he does as he gets the fights out there. We saw last time, Joe, there sometimes there was a stopping. I wonder if he is going to be careful. These guys are amateur fighters. We can't forget that.
Yeah, obviously, like the referees more than anything got to look out for the safety of these guys. They're going to be going at it, but like you say, we saw a lot of standing counts.
Yeah.
Last time.
KSI's.
Said he looks like a very traditional referee, doesn't he? I like the look of the man. He's got that referee haircut.
Lawrence has got a lovely way about him.
So I've heard behind the scenes, Brian. Yeah. And obviously you can see both teams just buzzing around their fighter at the moment still. It's as if they should have done this.
I'm really interested to see how Ham looks if he rolls back the ears.
Keep moving. Keep the jab going. Just last minute thing so it's fresh.
Yeah. Did that help you, do you think? Well, I'm not being sarcastic when I say round 1. The seconds out. Early on there, Halal with a few punches to the torso.
Halal going in early. Technically looking a bit rough, a bit ready. Jeremy.
Shouting into the ring at the moment. both of them just encouraging as they continue to lock up. And as fighters lock up, you see they get more and more tired, don't you?
Yeah.
The end of round 1.
I think that's what we gradually saw there towards the end of round 1. They started big, heavy punches, and the movement sort of gradually went away as both guys almost came to a standstill at points. And I mean,
not the most technical boxing match we've seen, let's be honest, lads, but they're trying their hardest here.
The YouTube stars around the ring are beginning to take their seats. We've just seen slow-mo replays of these two guys. Who do you think had the better of the first round there, True Geordie, if you were one of the judges?
I would edge it to Jeremy, to be honest with you, but
nice guard, but the
right hand, overhand right.
Saw the sweat fly off his cranium there.
So what
another. And Ham's going.
It's an onslaught.
He turned his back to him there.
Standing count.
I think that hard shot.
Ham looks like he's getting aggressive now. He smells it. Good shot
landed
from Jeremy.
And Ham doesn't seem to have recovered straight away. To get dazed, you will begin to drop your hands. Your technique goes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to see that a lot early on in
There's no
these
technique
fights.
being shown here whatsoever. It's all hot. They're just knackered, bless them. Staggers back and breathes heavy.
End of round 2.
I do feel like Ham was coming into his own there. He was sort of almost sensed that I think one of those big overhand rights had affected Jeremy and was going in for the kill.
That £50 comes in handy.
100%. But then, like we saw,
punch on him, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it took him off guard.
It was a good jab from Jeremy, if I remember correctly. He just walked him right into it. I mean,
he's chasing him there, isn't he?
But all it takes is one when you're running at someone that wildly, and that was it. The jab straight to the chin.
We'll see the expertise go up throughout the evening, but these guys are brave to get in here in the first place, aren't they?
100%. I think that's the biggest thing, to have the bottle to stand in front of all these people and do what these guys are doing. Like, you've got to respect it. 100%.
Third and final, those big swinging punches. Jeremy deals with it well the first time.
When Ham goes for his punches, he is leaving himself quite open, though. Let's see if Jeremy can exploit that.
He's windmilling, mate.
Yeah.
But it's working to some extent.
Well, the worry, I suppose, is if he does land any of those and you're only countering them, there's nothing else, no power you can.
Here we go.
There, yeah.
Going for it. Jeremy's holding on to him. Jeremy's talking to the referee now. They're exhausted here, lads.
Yeah. They're out on their feet, really, aren't they? Poor guys.
I'm looking to make one count. And he does. Right, left, right. Up.
He's had enough, I'll be honest.
Coming straight forward. He's not landing much, but Ham's definitely the aggressor here.
It looks like there's a problem with Jeremy's head guard as well at this point. He does seem to be complaining about it, trying to adjust it.
Do you feel like Jeremy's had enough?
Yeah, it's basically getting punched off him, isn't it?
Joe, you've got your arms crossed. Have you seen enough?
I mean, the way I'm seeing
that Ham has basically edged this because he's got slightly more experience and slightly more stamina at this point.
Yeah, he's surprisingly coming straight ahead.
Look how laid back he is there in the corner of the ring.
Jeremy's just taking a chill.
There's almost arrogant.
And it's all over.
End of round 3.
Surely Ham won that one.
Yeah, but that's the thoughts of True Geordie there, alongside Joe Weller. Joe,
what are you thinking, Joe?
I mean, I think we saw, like you just said, the experience of Ham come through towards the end. It shone through. Once he connected a couple of times, I feel like
partner who's going to push you to the very edge.
Correct. Yeah. Indeed.
And maybe
I just think sometimes you can get in there and realise maybe you made a mistake. Do you know what I mean? It felt a bit like that.
Very good point. Well, guard off, getting a little breather before the result is announced. We think we know which way this one's going to go, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
the boys are impressed.
It's good to see they're having a little hug afterwards.
Bit of respect between
after
the two
everything.
teams.
That's what it's about.
That's lovely. That's lovely. And the crowd there's a warm smattering. That's almost a golf clap.
30-27 in favor of your winner in the red corner.
Yeah, there we go.
Fair enough. Well done.
Both of you called it, guys, and it looked inevitable towards the end of the fight, didn't it? True.
Yep.
Yeah, it certainly did, mate, and credit to the boy. I think that little bit of...
Have any regrets? You don't have any regrets, do you?
I think that's the main thing. I think leaving that ring feeling like you could have done more or you didn't perform to the best of your ability from experience is not ideal, and I think these guys fully did give it a go.
Well, here is True Geordie with Halal Ham.
Weekend, but still it's been restricted. I just can't wait to eat now. Massive shout out to Jeremy. He did amazing. And yeah, the bastards. There we had it.
What was it that got you the win, big lad?
Pardon?
What was it that got you this win?
Yep, 100%.
Good to see the winner of that fight obviously gifted the... Oh, hello.
Oh, no.
Halal was going to do a little shout out there, but it didn't happen.
You've got to remember, a show of this magnitude, the amount of people that are watching on YouTube, the amount of people that are in the arena at the moment, is an immense amount of pressure. I knew they would both go for it. I mean, you got to give them both credit. They both went for it. One was a lot heavier than the other guy as well. And
I think about 4 kilograms in between like the weights, is that right? Am I?
Yeah, part of it. And I think that also you got to remember there was let's talk about the point system in must system. So the winner of each
will explain that.
Yeah, so the winner of each round will get 10 points.
Right.
The loser will get 9 points.
Okay.
In the event of a knockdown, the loser of the round will then get 8 points.
Okay.
If there was a knockdown in, say, the second round, it would have been 30-26, you know, and if it would have been 2 rounds to 1, 29-28, that's how the scoring system works.
Okay, so but then how do they work out if both guys are still standing? Like, how do they work out who actually wins each round? Like, how's that worked out?
I think that's just by the eye, really. You just judging on who you think's one guy is slightly getting better than the other guy. He will win the round 10-9. I think that's why judging can be sometimes controversial, because one guy is going to win the contest. That's what.
It's looking like a good one. It's Momo versus Rossi HD.
There's a little bit of an injury. You'd expect Rossi to have a good showing.
Massively step up, yeah.
Mind you, if Momo comes in and looks good even after 7 days and pulls off the upset, then Rossi's going to be kicking himself, isn't he?
I think add on top of that, they're doing it for all of this. I mean, you know, 7 days notice, but you get to have your name put in front of all these guys. I feel like maybe Momo took the fight for that reason.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen his adverts for cheap and reliable coins, so you know. Africa.
I mean, surely, right?
But then all it takes is a punch, lads. This is it. All it
exactly.
takes is a punch.
I mean, like we saw, maybe the aggression, the technique might not be there, but what if he possesses aggression? Momo does.
Well, Rossi,
which throws Rossi off.
Rossi isn't the biggest of lads, and I'm just looking here at their weight. Well, we haven't got the weights of these lads.
No, we don't actually have the weights of these guys. This is the only fight that we don't have the stats on.
I shouldn't have
mainly
said that.
because it came together so late.
Oh, it was last minute, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That's right. If
you're going to take a fight, make sure it's a last minute one.
Of 6 months of training,
may have
been
just rocked up. Let's have fun.
Yeah, a bit more fun, and that may help.
Because you said your training camp sort of broke you down
a little bit. Yeah,
mentally you weren't the normal Joe.
Yeah,
and that maybe Momo might benefit off that.
We don't know.
It's gonna be. Momo said KSI will win, but Deji will lose. And Rossi said JJ will win, and he has no idea on the other one.
Well, we're about to find out who's going to win this fight here. It's Momo versus Rossi HD, the heavy favourite in this fight. Oh, it's the second of the undercards.
Now, set to make his way to the ring, presenting Momo, the Black Panther, Izzy.
Cracking haircut.
A lot of sharp haircuts out there tonight, aren't there?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's even beefing the people at home through the lens. Oozing confidence does this boy. Look at him.
Absolutely. Look at him.
If he wins this might be the upset of the night in a way.
Yeah. Or at least the first of a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we have one of those nights where it's just upset.
What we didn't get an upset in the first fight. Will we get an upset in the second? Let's see who his opponent is. It's Rossi HD. Very different entrance here. Slightly lower energy, you'd
Sounds
say.
like a bit of a funeral.
Yeah.
Quite a somber.
Quite somber.
mood, yeah.
But who's the funeral music for?
Okay.
Now it's coming on.
Serious. He's not messing about.
So what's interesting was Momo went straight to his own corner. Rossi is patrolling the ring. He's almost prowling around, isn't he?
Marking his territory. Wait, what's Momo doing?
Oh, well, he is a Fortnite
Oi, oi.
YouTuber. Wow.
Can we?
Introducing first double corner, 22 years of age, he weighed officially at 165.5 pounds. He hails from Togo, a fight out of Dallas, Texas, presenting Momo, the Black Panther, Izzy.
You gotta love that person.
Presenting Rossi
He's an old school FIFA boy, Rossi.
One of the first wave. Not even put his head guard on yet.
Sorry, is he not wearing a head
Oh
guard?
no, well he has to, surely.
Forgot his head guard for our fight.
Did he?
They had to run and get one.
So you ended up with swapping, didn't you?
Yeah.
You had his on and he had yours.
Yeah, correct.
Foreboding almost.
Ooh.
Bit of foreshadowing in this fight. Will it be the same
Yeah, Rossi.
in this? Wow.
Old school FIFA lad.
Dance. It does actually help you with your boxing movement.
Yeah.
So
Were you quite a
maybe.
dancer?
I mean, oh god, only in Cameo back in Eastbourne.
Yeah, you got some moves. Cameo for
This one you thought.
both these guys.
These are light guys, you know.
Yeah.
About 10 stone.
Yeah, I mean, you can already see. I mean,
Not carrying a lot of weight on them.
Momo's not worried about gassing himself out before the fight.
He's literally dancing.
Yeah. I think he's taken Fortnite almost a little too literally. Do you know what I mean?
He loves the Fortnite.
Team Maverick have just.
The ref brings them together, giving their instructions out. Listen to me at all times.
I like watching
go.
the referee.
Touch gloves.
Touch gloves, and we're ready to go.
Fuck him up, boys. Let's make this official.
I wonder if he has a channel called. Here we go. Going
Touch
forwards,
gloves.
touch gloves. Ooh.
Rossi swings early. I'm not convinced by the.
Oh my god.
I'm not convinced.
There from Rossi. Rossi actually replied with his own little taunt. Swinging wildly.
Energy looking high early on, but how long will it last?
Almost Momo just showing swag.
Lovely use of the phrase swag there.
This might be
Back of the head.
this might be the type of fight where when boxing.
But then they'll see
1-2.
punches like that.
The thing is,
Oh, that was a big clap round the
he
skull.
wobbled Momo there. But Momo comes straight back at him. He's walking straight ahead and he's landing.
At the moment, it's hard to
I
distinguish between
credit
the
to
two.
Momo. He took a big one there and he comes straight ahead after.
Natural athletes, doesn't he?
He's walking straight in. And this is non-stop pressure from Momo. He's looking decent.
Momo does actually keep switching stances from southpaw to orthodox though.
Oh, and that is a big shot from Rossi.
End of the round there.
That was a going.
It's interesting though because he was obviously quite dazed after a couple of those shots.
Yeah.
Managed to come back.
No, respect it. 7 days he's turned up and he's taken a couple of big shots.
He slowly
The experience of Rossi's training.
felt the punches hit, didn't he?
The thing is, the last time there was no knockouts and people turning up for a bit of a laugh here will probably stop that once people get knocked clean out. He's going for it.
These two boys don't look any bigger than your legs, Brian.
That's true, yes.
Yeah.
I've got 34-inch legs by the thighs.
The waist of a small man.
Honestly,
I just can't get over this confidence from Momo. Like,
Hansa's back with a straight right hand.
Like you say, Joe, he's switching stances.
Rossi
quite a
swings to entertain the people. These are all entertainers. They're not athletes. But that is decent from Momo. He's putting the pressure on Rossi. He circles out. And then Rossi is clapping him. But Momo,
He looks tough, doesn't he? He just looks the shoulder blade there.
It's got to be quite unpredictable for Rossi, where Momo 1 second is dancing, then he's taking it deadly serious. It's very weird.
I listened to an interview with Mike Bisping once where he said sometimes he prefers fighting and sparring fighters who've had 2, 3, 4 years experience than someone who's had 6 months, because the predictability is not there with a novice.
Feel that pressure in the middle of the ring?
Well, I definitely did. I mean, it doesn't seem like Momo is, though. I mean, the state of him, he seems so relaxed, almost like arrogant in a way.
I kind of feel like first round, with those big shots landed, maybe Rossi edged it, but Momo probably give the second to because of the pressure there.
Yeah, so it's 1-on-1 right now. This one could be the decisive round. Yeah.
But it seems like Momo's growing into the fight for months and months and months. Momo's just turned up on a whim. Even Momo's written down here he's going to lose. But
if you make yourself the underdog,
I think that's what it comes down to. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you've been saying on social media. Nothing. It's how you perform here.
Yeah.
Who's thriving here? For me, it's Momo.
Momo's attributes is his personality. It is the way he's taunting his opponent. He's using it well.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, third and final round here. They've got 2 minutes to make a count.
Right, let's have it. We want to see a big one.
Straight. It's turning into a right brawl.
Both of them trying to play to the referee a little bit here. He's pushing me around. No, he's pushing me around.
Rossi circling out again. Momo walking.
No,
you shouldn't be talking to the referee when someone's walking straight at him, ready to throw. That shows fear to me.
Yep.
Momo's landed a couple of times on the glove of Rossi, HD, if you're hearing smacks at home.
There's a little bit of a slip on one of the ring advertisements there from Rossi, which wouldn't have helped his confidence.
Got to get that out of your head
Rossi
quickly.
going for some body shots. Momo just walking straight ahead. Going for the big shots.
This third round, hasn't he? Do you think that's going to play in his favour?
I still feel like we're waiting for something to nail this down here.
Do you think the judges will reward technical ability?
I mean, yeah, you would have thought so, but
it seems even to me, right?
Yeah, that's I can't call it personally.
Really?
Momo, the right hand, Rossi circles out. That's one thing he's done well. When he's been in trouble, Rossi, he's got himself out of there.
Certainly so, certainly so.
He needs to turn his back. Straight ahead, straight ahead.
Both of these guys must just be counting down the seconds until they finish here, surely at this point.
I think it gets to a point where you're just, that pain almost from being tired kicks in.
He's turned his back to him, and that's the end of the third round.
And maybe that might just be enough for Rossi to come away with the W there.
I think
Technical shots have got in there.